Welcome to the channel, everyone. Model Car Guy Rich here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I've got an unboxing of Ohio George Montgomery's Multi-Maverick. And this here's a reissue of an old MPC kit, apparently, 125 scale. This is a kit number MPC 1005. This one's put out by Round 2. And this kit was released March 27th, 2024. So I'll go ahead and get right into this one. Set you up right there. Picked this one up at a local hobby shop a little while back. I was very excited when I found this one. I hadn't seen this kit in many years. It says this was a Legends of the Quarter Mile. Special features are the vintage style packaging, pad printed drag slicks, and full color decals. Alrighty. I don't know exactly when this kit was released originally. If I can find that info before I post the video, I'll put it on the somewhere on the video right now. And right off the top we have the glass. One piece of glass there. It's going to take care of all the sides. What I'm assuming are the little tail lights. Here's the chrome. I'll go ahead and do that. I pulled it out and set it aside, but it was the first thing in the box I took out. So let's see here. Decent looking. Got the old Maverick front end there. It looks very much like a Nova front end, or pretty much any car from the early 70s, really. Maybe even the Rambler or the Lark, if you remember that one. Here's some wheels. These are most likely the rear wheels. Getting that on there? Yep. And front wheels. Some suspension parts for the actual funny car part of it. Most of these are steering, suspension, rear suspension pieces, big old oil pan, big old rectangle oil pan, the heads, starter. That looks like maybe a ignition coil, blower setup here, the front and back of that, little fuel pump, shifter handle, little maybe this is a I'll have to look that up. It could be a couple of different things. It's part number 128. So I'm guessing it's a spinner for the front wheels, but according to the box art, there's no spinner on there, so not sure what that is. There's a steering wheel, tiny little steering wheel, brake and accelerator pedal, front springs, what do you call those, distributors? It's going to have dual distributors? Oh, okay. Alright, well that's that. Here's the body. Not a whole lot of parts in this kit, it looks like, guys. But that's okay. Oh boy. Well, I guess I won't be building this one as a stock kit. Look at this. This one is crazy. The hood is molded right in, but the front fenders are not. So those are separate. That looks like the front of a Vega right there. Body is very nice thickness. Feels nice and smooth. The rear end looks like, well, Maverick, and actually it looks like a 69 Camaro also to me. It's very sharp. Wheel wells have been cut out to, allow space for the big slicks. A little bit of flashing, no big deal. Inside here it says 2024. So that's it. The whole body is basically done. Just have to put the side fenders on there. I'm going to put that back in the bag. Next to the tires, those look pretty nice. They look huge, which would explain why them rear wheel wells are cut out so wide. Here they are. These one piece or two piece? Now they're one piece tires. That's nice. This side it says M&H Race Masters, and then on this side, printed out, it says the same thing. Pretty cool. I really like the look of that. Both of them. Nice vinyl, rubber, whatever you want to call them. And tiny little like bicycle front wheels. No branding on them. But those are definitely different. Look at the difference in the size. Whoops. The front tires would almost fit into the hole for the rear wheels. That's pretty funny. Alrighty. Hey, if you've built this kit already, let me know how it went. As much as I really wanted it, I don't think I'm going to be able to get around to it for a little while. I got so many other projects going on. Here is the final bag of molded in white parts, which is the inner tin for the body. Slips into the body, and that's what helps you to put it on the frame. Then we have the fender wells. It looks like there's two of them. So I'm a little confused about that. So there's two of each. There's two lefts and two rights. I don't know why or what the difference is, but unless they're inner and outer. No, they're outers. I don't know. Maybe the instructions will tell us about that. I don't really understand that, why it's like that. Alright, and here's the two-seater funny car. That's interesting. I didn't catch that. It shows it on the box. I didn't catch it though when I was looking at it. Something in there. Alright. And then this is, I'm assuming, the front of, or the back of the this part. Here, it goes on there, I'm sure. And a little bit of more support. This is the part that hooks up to the chassis to allow it to lift up and down. And here is the roll cage for the driver, and some headers, exhaust pipes, whatever you want to call them. Big old something here. I think this is actually an axle. It's got some flashing on it though. It looks like an arrow. Here's a steering gearbox, a shifter, or no, you know what? This is the brake pedal. It's fuel. That thing, you know, what do you call it? Parachute. There's a prop rod to hold the body up. This is maybe a chin spoiler for the front. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Rear end. Only one half of the rear end. Hopefully it's on. Oh no, you know what? This is the other half of it. Wow, that's interesting. This is the front of the rear end with the carrier and the pig, whatever you want to call that. And then this is the back part. Huh. Alright, that's different. Here is the frame, which is kind of neat. Wow, very, very kind of fragile looking. Kind of durable, but boy, that's something there. Not a whole lot to that one. And then we have wheel backings for the slicks and the front tires. Little wheel inserts, maybe some like brake caliper kind of things. Most likely go for the rear wheels. Here is the engine. Not a whole lot there. Very plain block. The heads, the fan belt, and one little pulley. The transmission, halves, the drive shaft, maybe a rear spoiler, not sure on that, right there. Another drive shaft, that's interesting. Some front linkage, and the intake manifold. Wow, pretty simple kit there. Usually MPC kits were like that back in the day. Pretty basic, you know. Here's one axle. I'm assuming that's for the rear wheels. Then we have an Auto World flyer, something I haven't seen in a while. kind of nice. Shows you the kits that were available for last year. Pretty sharp. Go ahead and put that back in the box. And here's the decals. I'll go ahead and do those right now. Let's see here. Oh, those are nice. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Ohio George Montgomery used to run like a 33 Ford, and it was more of a powder blue, like the light blue that you see right here. And again, I've built that one years ago, and in fact, I seen one at the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn, Michigan one time, and that was pretty cool because I grew up with that model in my collection, and when I seen the actual car, I was like, wow, that's really cool. So I think that's who that was. If I've got a picture of it, I'll put that up too. Mr. Gasket decals, Hedman headers, Malco crane cams, Hal Gillum Ford, MPC is happening. All right. And Ohio George Montgomery Multi-Maverick, and then the K is separate on both of them on this side, and then the M is separate on this side. So most likely part of that goes on the fender, I'm going to guess. So this is probably the passenger side. So this whole part goes along the rear wheel and up to the door, and then this part will go onto the fender. And why there's two of them, I don't know. Maybe, again, so you can interchange the fenders. We'll find that out next because we're going into the instructions. And as always, I'll pick you up for this one. Excuse me, guys. Okay. Here we have nothing whatsoever on the actual car, only that it's Ohio George Montgomery's Multi-Maverick. Maybe that's the clue there, the Multi-Maverick. Maybe that's what's going on with the fenders. You can build it multiple ways. I don't know. I haven't built this kit before. I was just very excited to pick it up when I seen it. So here we're doing the engine. Pretty basic stuff. Something going on here. It says the slip rear motor mount onto the engine in the manner shown, then cement mount to the rear of heads. Okay. That's a little different. Oh, that's what that's what this piece is. Let's see right here, that's this piece. I was wondering what that was. So that's part of the rear motor mount, I guess. Okay. And the transmission goes around all of that. Then our suspension. Push wheel backs onto here. So those were the rear wheel backings, those caliper looking things. Alrighty. The 3 is doing the wheels and tires. Wheelie bars, that's cool. And locations for the wheelie bars, which is really nice. And this spring setup here I thought was for the rear, for the front, but it's actually for the rear. Okay. Then the front suspension is the other one. Place assembly onto template and allow it to dry completely. So you're gluing it all together, and then they want you to set it on here to make sure that it's all square and even for your build. That's really nice. I really like that, except that a lot of us are going to get a bunch of glue stuck on there, and then you're going to pull the whole instructions up when you think it's dry. Let's see here. There's the brake. Yep. Steering column, fuel pedal, shifter, seat assembly, roll cage. I'm still looking for part 128. There it is right there. It is a cap for the fuel tank. That's what that is, little fuel cap. Alrighty, and then there's little dots that do go into the front wheels. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. Altered and stock. Ah, there we go, guys. We have a definite answer. The choice of where you put the front end is going to determine which of the... Let me get them out here. Well, I lost one. Which of the fenders you're going to use. That's what it is. So if you look, these are both the driver's side right here in my hand, and this one has more metal or plastic, but you know where the body metal would be on it. So this would be more of the standard. No, this one would probably be the standard one. This would be the longer altered version. So that's what's going on with the multiple fenders. Alrighty, mystery solved. And then I can sleep easy tonight. And it all starts in part number 7, section 7. Boy, oh boy, I'm having trouble with English language today. Alrighty, so then we put in the steering, do your engine, and then that will determine which drive shaft you use, the shorter or the longer one. Alrighty, now it's making a lot more sense. Put your interior together, don't forget your glass. Put your chin spoiler on. That other piece was the grill front, not whatever I said it was before. Here's your rear end with tail lights. And then we have our left and right altered and stock. Yep, the stock one is the shorter one, the altered one is the longer one, so it's making a longer body. Longer frame, longer body. Put in your pivot shaft. And then add some decals. And that's it. Alrighty, guys. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I'll get back to you on the build on this one eventually, but it's going to be a little while. But like I said, if any of you have built it already, give me some hints and tips on there, and let me know if you had any issues with it. Alright, guys. Until the next one, this is Model Car Guy Rich out. Keep on modeling.